Hi there, this is Mrs. Elpers, and I wanted to give you a little video tutorial on how to snip your homework problems from your online textbook so that you can do them anywhere, whether you have Wi-Fi access or not. And so we're going to go over all the steps that are required on your tablet computer to do that, okay? So first we're going to start out, and the easiest thing to do so you're organized and on top of things is to have a homework folder on your desktop of your tablet computer. So let's go ahead and go over how to put a folder on your desktop. If you click anywhere on your desktop with the right mouse key, the right key, you get a menu here. See the menu? We're going down to, obviously there's no word that says folder. So we have to go down here to new because we want a new folder. When we click on new, or no, I didn't click, I'm sorry. When you go down and highlight new, I'm not touching my mouse at all, you get this other little menu to the side. On that menu, you do see the word folder, so you roll over to that. Once it's highlighted, click, and boom, there is a new folder popped up on my desktop. It actually is called new folder, but we don't want it called new folder. We want it called math homework or algebra homework. So I'm going to call it algebra homework. Okay, once you press enter, that's the name of the file, and there it is on your desktop. Okay, now the next step in saving your homework problems into your algebra homework folder is to pull up your online textbook. So here's my icon. I've already told everyone that they should have their icon on their desktop so they're one click away at any given moment to get to their algebra textbook. So let's click on that, and we'll have to log in here. I double clicked. I've got my login, my username. For me is my last name, and I put in my password. Okay, and then I'll click login. This is going to be a little different looking than yours because this is the teacher edition. Okay, so the teacher edition, the screen looks different from yours, but we're still going to get to the same math problems. Okay, so you'll click on your student edition and open up your student edition. That part may look a little different for you. I'm going to open up my edition. Takes a minute to load. And you have to have Wi-Fi when you're doing this part. This part you have to have Wi-Fi. So maybe do this at the end of class. That's what I would suggest before you leave the building so that you can go ahead and have those things in your folder ready to do your homework whenever you're ready to start it. So here I have the textbook here. Of course, mine says Teacher's Edition, but yours will not say that. But it's still the same type of display on your computer. So you'll want to go to whatever the homework is that's being assigned. So let's say our homework tonight was from Chapter 1, 1.2. Okay? And I'm going to go to the homework problems. Now, this is multi-stepped, right? I had to go, open the chapter, find the section, click forward till I get to the problems, okay? For you, you may be like, well, I know my homework's on page 13, so if that's the case, you just come in up here, click, and put in 13. Bam, you're going to go straight to that page, okay? Now, if we right now were to snip the problems, do you notice how they're kind of hard to see? So that's not going to work for us. We want to snip something that we visually will be able to see, and it's not going to be teeny, teeny, tiny. So we want to go ahead now and click on our zoom in button. You see it? It's the plus. And it actually says zoom in when you put your cursor over it. And I'm left clicking to make those problems bigger. Oh, wow, now I can see them. I might even make them a little bit bigger. Then I'm going to center them on my screen so I can see all of them at the same time. When you're using your snipping tool, you can only snip what is on your screen at that time. So you have to make sure they're all visible at that moment. Okay? So the problems you were assigned, let's say, were problems 9 through 24. Okay? Now, what you're going to do now is come down here to your start button. See the start button right here. You're going to left click so you get your start menu. Okay? You're looking in the display for snipping tool. Okay, so you're looking through here and seeing, does it say snipping tool? Mine does. If yours does not, there's another way you can find it, and you go down here to the search box and you put in snipping tool or snipping. Even if you just start to type it, ta-da, it's already found it, snipping tool. So go ahead and double click on the snipping tool. Oh shoot, a monkey. Did you see what happened there? I should have only clicked one time, and so because I double clicked, I lost my page. And it's down here. Notice I have two Pearson website windows open at the bottom, so I can go back to my text and click once, and there it is. Bring up my snipping tool. Now my snipping tool's on top. See, I just clicked on it in this bottom bar. Alright, so snipping tool. You can make a new snipping tool, but before we do that, we're going to read. It says select a snip type from the menu or click the new button. So we go to new, just click. Drag the cursor around the area you want to capture. Well, I want to capture 9 through 24. So I want to make sure I hit the directions too. So I'm going to come all the way up to here where it says simplify each expression, and I'm going to scroll down to 24. The minute I let go of my mouse, it takes the picture. So there are the problems that we're going to use. Okay? So I want to save these in my homework folder. So I'll go up here to File, Save As. Okay, here it is. It says capture. Now notice I'm in my pictures file. I don't want it in my pictures folder. Where do I want it? I want it in my homework folder. So I'm going to pull up my desktop folders and look for my algebra homework folder. Here it is. There it is. There's nothing in there right now, which is fine. I'm going to rename this. Okay, I can put today's date for the homework. I can put the page, the section number, you know, if it's 1-2, I can put that. I could put what numbers it is. Something to remind me what this homework came from, you know. And so, what did we say that homework was? 9 through 24. So I can just write that in here, just so I know I'm have the right homework when I go to open it later. So I'm going to click Save. Notice it saves as a JPEG file, which is a picture, okay? So this is now in our homework folder. I'm just Xing out of it, okay, at that point. The other thing you may want to put in your homework folder, because if you're going to be somewhere where you don't have Wi-Fi, you may want to go ahead. See how this says that this section is covering problems 1 and 2? You may want to go back to problems 1 and 2, examples 1 and 2, and snip those, because those may help you do with your homework. So you may go, okay, well, where's example 1? All right, here's example 1. So I may say, okay, I'm going to do another snip. So I go back to my start menu, go back to my snipping tool, and it's ready to go. It's already on new, and I may just go ahead and grab this problem so I know what I'm doing. Okay, so I may say, when I save it, I'll save it as example 1, you know, section 1-2. So I know that it's example 1. So that's an option. Put those in there so you have those available to you even if you don't have Wi-Fi. So that was example problem 1. And here's problem 2. Okay? Snipping tool again. Snipping. Grab that. Capturing the example problem 2 with all the steps done. There it is. File. Save as. Oh, see, it's already got my algebra homework folder open. So I'm just saving everything back into there. Example 2, section 1-2. Okay? So there it is, all saved. Now let's see if we did it right. I'm Xing out of everything, closing my online textbook, closing out everything. Okay? So here you are, no Wi-Fi. Now it's time to do your homework. You may be, you know, at your brother's basketball game and you're like, oh, I'm bored. I'm going to go ahead and start my math homework. Let's see what we do. Oh, here it is. I'm pulling up. There's my problems, and now I can get to work no matter where I am, as long as I have my tablet computer and Wi-Fi doesn't become an issue. So I hope that this helps, because I'm hoping that everyone's going to do their homework every time it's assigned. There won't be anybody who comes in and says, I couldn't do my homework because I couldn't get online because my Wi-Fi wasn't working at home or anything like that. There'll be no excuses. Everyone's going to come to class prepared because of this little tutorial. If you have any questions, you know you can email me at christina.elpers@ahsrockets.org. Thank you.